I'm gonna threaten to kill my girlfriend and then I'm gonna want her back, is what happened to YouTuber ImAllexx. Welcome back, Bladers, to another episode of Blader. We're gonna be talking about ImAllexx, the YouTuber. Before we get into the synopsis of the mission, we gotta do the rundown. ImAllexx is a YouTuber who leached off of Willany and Memulus. He also just makes straight up subpar content. Alright, boom, now that we got his lore out of the way, we can get into the sticky situation. Recently, one of his girlfriends came out with a 80-page document. No, not 8 pages, 80. But she came out with a 80-page document just literally talking about everything that she's been through with this slime ball. And honestly, I halfway expected it to just be like, oh, he didn't see my side on this and now I'm mad. Dog, it gets so much darker, so much faster than you'd ever think. Now, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not here to read the entire fucking document because I'm no reader ever, but we will go over some of the clips and some of the things that were said in said document, mainly because I'm not here to read the entire document with you guys as if I'm reading you a bedtime story. And on top of that, I read like a 5th grader, so yeah, that just would not be entertaining. If y'all want like an in-depth on everything that happened, either just go watch someone else's video, or honestly, the better option, read it yourself. Just letting y'all know that way y'all don't think this is like the video ever about the topic. I'm just gonna go over some stuff and we're gonna make it real quick and simple, easy to digest, just like a normal Josh VHS video. So now that we're done with Sir Yaps a lot, we can get into the tweet that really started this entire flame. It starts with this tweet from Alice. Here's my statement on the situation I've been scared to speak out on. It's best it was made public how horrible this person with a platform is. I'd hate to see another woman go through this. So already, before we even get into the document that is in fact 80 pages, she's already starting to like, you know, stir up the pot a little bit. Not as in like just cause unnecessary drama, but she's already got people like in a mystique as in like, who the fuck is this person? What did they do? Why should they stay away from women? But let's just continue. She starts out with a strong sentence, and as always, I'll put the screenshot up and I'll also just leave the document linked in the description for you guys so you guys can read it, because I'm definitely not going to go like fully in depth on this. This is a sensitive subject for me as I have struggled to figure out how to put it into words. I have been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and to keep quiet, or he will create a contradicting story to discredit my own, but I'm not scared anymore. Off the bat, no baseball. She starts out by saying that she wanted to come out with this a long time ago, or at least like a little bit of time ago, and she just couldn't because he would always threaten her and that he's gonna create a contradicting story. If that part is specifically true, I don't even know what was going on through this guy's head. You gotta be a sick, twisted, dirty burger of a person to even say something like that, knowing good and goddamn well that you're doing wrong because, well, you don't want her to tell the story. I don't know about you guys, but if I do something cool and epic to my friends or people, I'm gonna want them to tell a story that I did something cool or epic, not try to like sweep it under the rug like it's the vase I broke at my mom's house. Oh shit, mom, I'm sorry. But she goes on and says, after that time passed and small things became huge issues, which were over Discord at first. Now, I'm not trying to be the break check dude of the Eastern Blue or anything, but we gotta stop for a second. Discord? Are you fucking serious right now? Like, there's no way y'all are having problems that bad to where you gotta argue on Discord about it. There's no shot. Like, obviously I believe her. That's not what I'm saying no shot for. What I'm saying no shot for is like, there's genuinely no fucking reason for anyone to be arguing over Discord about something. Not unless she was calling his mom a bitch whore or something. Like, I'm not gonna act like I've never had an argument over Discord, because I have, but when I have arguments over Discord, it's usually about when Sushi, the YouTuber, yes, the YouTuber, decides to not play the game with me and then makes me solo queue by myself. But let's just continue reading. Alex felt that I am home all day and work from home, that I would be able to call 24/7 and completely shut out other social interactions I have with my friends. This is an insane like thought process to me, bruh. Just because someone's home all day does not mean that they're not busy. be. Now, that one unemployed friend that you have that's somehow still surviving in a house by themselves, don't know how they're doing that. But when they're like doing nothing at all, yeah, maybe. But when your girlfriend works from home and is home all day, that doesn't give you the right to be like, you're gonna call me all day long and I'm gonna love it. Dude, what type of thought process even is that? And also, like, the thing with him not wanting her to have social interactions is also just bottom feeder level mentality. I could go on and read this 82-page document debriefing of how shitty ImAllexx is, but I don't think that would do him justice. I think we need to go over some of the videos. But before we do that, I want to go over some of these screenshots as well. I want to talk about this first conversation, like this first screenshot, before we get into any of the clips or anything. But you see here, he's masquerading as a gesture, just trying to make fun and belittle the king. But in this situation, it's not a king, it's his girlfriend that he supposedly loves. I guess he popped a perk 30 because she says, you can't give me 10 minutes to calm down and then talk. And he was like, I'm a mind reader. Don't know why he said that. Now y'all understand why I said he took a perk 9 million. But he goes on to say, you hung up on me before I could say anything. You fucking retard. Ha ha, with an extra H but no A. So then he says you knew and then just capitalizes knew. Like I said, this guy is actually delusional and weird. Then she politely asked him to stop calling her shit, which is a fair ask in my opinion. He goes on to say how much that pissed me off. Cry. I don't care. You see, he pulls like a Joker. He tries to like show that he just has no sympathy and no care for this girl at all. Then she just says, I am. There's no follow-up to that part of the conversation. Not sure what happened there, but a later time, 7:25, they texted and he was like, for why? She said, because I'm in a state. He just says, okay, well, forget it all then. What is that even supposed to mean? You're gonna forget all of this and we're gonna live happily ever after. Brother man, that's not how that works. She responds by saying, I did all I could. No, you literally said. To which he replies, if this is the best you had to offer. Honestly, this conversation is out of context, so I can't even like piece together what they're trying to say and what they're talking about. But what I can piece together is the fact that this guy is a grade S+ asshole. She yells in text form, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you, which is honestly a good question. All for that, he has to say, not like, I'm sorry you feel that way, can we fix this or anything? No, he just says, then I guess that's literally it then. Like I said, I don't have the full context, so I'm not really sure what she meant by like, considering where I am, you can't do that. I assume she meant like, try to consider how I'm feeling, but you can't because you're an asshole, which is fair. That's fair to say. Again, I could go on and on about these screenshots. There's tons of them. You'd think that she was a professional photographer the way she has photos backed up of this dude just being an asshole. But the part I really want to focus on is the Discord conversations that she was talking about earlier. Again, there's not really too much context, but there's enough to deduce that this guy is a grade S++ asshole. Like genuinely, the stuff before makes this guy seem like he was in a normal state of mind. He wasn't, not in the slightest. He was delusional then. He's even more delusional now. But compared to what he was saying earlier, this takes the fucking cake with the cherry on top. This conversation starts with him saying didn't accept it. She says no. Then he just says fuck off then and says die. Like when I was doing my research for this, I genuinely thought I was just tripping balls. I thought I accidentally ate like drugs or something. Now, no matter how upset I get at someone like I fuck with or love or whatever, I don't think I'd ever tell them to die. And y'all know me, I'm not the most, tame person ever. She somehow has the mental fortitude to respond to this as if she didn't just get told by her supposed boyfriend to die. Then he just says die again. Alice responds saying wow, because obviously what other response do you have to that other than you're a fucked up person is just wow. I'd be flabbergasted too, like I said. After that, I suppose that Alex undergoes some cyber psychosis because he just keeps like brain malfunctioning and he just keeps spamming die as if he's in his Reaper alt. The conversation to the right, which happens a couple minutes after this one, so we're able to piece a little bit more of it together. He says, you're just making it up as you go. And she says, yes, I am. All lies. Sorry, Alex. You can see here that she's just honestly given up. She knows that she can't achieve the Dragon Balls. She knows that she's not not going to get the one piece, which is just love and support. His response to all of this, you don't have any grip on this. Like, that's something I expect Captain Price from Call of Duty to say when I'm holding my pistol wrong. She snaps back and says, sorry, I had to leave the game. Good night. Obviously just trying to end the conversation, which he will not let her. So he just says, stupid woman, I don't want you. I've heard some horrific stories over my years. I don't know why I said over, but you know, we'll just stick with it. But I've heard some stories over my years of people just being assholes in relationships, but calling someone a stupid woman is wild work. And then to top it off by saying, I don't want you. Obviously you want her to some extent, apparently. You're still like fucking with her. I assume this is at a point when she tried to call him and he just says, go away, I want to be alone. This is just to give you guys like a little taste of how ImAllexx really reacts. And it also just goes to show exactly how people genuinely just don't always have your best interest in mind, nor do they have their own best interest in mind, because if he did, then he would simply just go get therapy because he needs it. Shit, maybe him and Diddy can go together. They both need help on how to treat women. But now that we got a little taste of the conversations, we can get into the clips, which just straight up paints a big 100 million berry bounty on Alex's head.
Thing about you, and this is the thing, and this is why I fucking go round and round in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing, even though now, when it's too fucking late, you admit that you did everything fucking wrong, but when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, you don't fucking do it, you fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you fucked it all up anyway, so it's just fucking weird, and I know that you're going to end up admitting that you fucked it all up, which is why it's
I don't even really know what to say. I'm really just speechless. Supposedly, through the grapevine, I had heard apparently she did something just very abominable and she was always in the wrong and she never lays down like a good dog. I don't even know what to even almost say about that. I can't even process what I actually just heard. To get mad at someone and insult them is crazy work in and of itself, but to then call them a dog, what do you even call that? This ain't just your average abusive relationship. This dude genuinely thinks of her as just an object, and that's it. I feel like at this point he doesn't even really know what he's mad about, because you can tell in the clip that he just doesn't know what to say. Like, he's tripping up on his own words as if he doesn't know how he feels, but it's literally nothing compared to what he does next, or what he says next rather.
sorry first.
So I'm a fucking whore mouth bitch retard cunt.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the maybe
offensive.
Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the fucking weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
You're
would do,
acting
go,
like
I
this is all just
it.
me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you fucked this, royally fucked this.
Right here, you can see that he makes her apologize and he has her call herself a whore, bitch, cunt. Obviously a little bit of paraphrasing, but nevertheless, he makes her apologize and makes her insult herself. That in and of itself is, like I said earlier, bottom feeder level mentality. But then when she tries to just chime in and give him like a normal piece of advice, hey, you always make things about you and you always think it's my fault, you should really work on that, he decides to throw a haymaker at his mic and then say he's gonna bash her fucking head into the wall with a brick. I don't know if y'all have seen ImAllexx's build, but I don't think he could hurt a fly legitimately. Nevertheless though, hearing that from someone, again, that you supposedly love can't be good. And by can't, I mean no, it's not good. You can even hear in the background that she's just straight up crying and he just doesn't fucking care. Now there's other videos in this Google Doc that again I recommend you check out if you want the full entire story and the entire rundown, and those videos just do not make him look any better. A couple more things I want to cover before we end up wrapping this episode up. ImAllexx's friends came out and spoke on this insane behavior and even one of his exes, but we'll talk about that just a little bit later. What I want to talk about right now though is when he decided to try to beg for her back.
It wasn't
acceptable behavior, like in any way, shape, or form. It was insane. Like, I guess I've just been stuck in that cycle for so long that I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was the fucking, oh, look at me, I do all this fucking work, and I do everything, and I try and do this, and, just nobody's appreciative, and, I know you appreciated it, and I know that you appreciated the effort that I used to put in, and then I just stopped because I had you, and you're my girlfriend, and we lived together, and the more further we got through our relationship, the less effort I put in. And if it wasn't for
some reason, he essentially just says, oh, I'm sorry, you were appreciative of me and I fucked that up. I got complacent and I didn't put any more effort into the relationship after I had you. Then he starts crying about it. I honestly cannot feel an ounce of sympathy for this guy, simply for the fact that there's just no acceptable reason for this behavior, and there's genuinely no coming back from this, not in my opinion at least, and I'm pretty sure not for Alice either. We can get into one of ImAllexx's friends, ImAllexx, who I quite fancy to watch sometimes. He responded with an Instagram story saying, I'm aware of the Alex situation. I would usually wait until both parties have said their side publicly before speaking about it, but I think the evidence is overwhelming. I spent this morning reading what Alice has written and going over the evidence she provided, and no one should have to go through what she has. It's awful and disturbing and has seriously shocked me. I'm still processing what happened. One of the worst situations I have ever seen in my life, and I hope Alice is okay. It took a lot of courage to speak about this. Other people in Alex's, well, used to be circle have come out about this as well, such as Will and E and his ex-girlfriend, and it pretty much reads the same, as well as everybody else that had something to comment on this. Pretty much everyone has the same opinion on this. This is a terrible situation that just genuinely should never have happened in the first place. Will and E had a little bit of extra to say, just saying that we don't really associate with him anymore. Neither do like anyone in his immediate circle, or at least most people don't. Rightfully so, in my opinion. And that just about wraps up everything for this episode, Bladers. Congratulations, Bladers, for making it all the way to the end of the episode. That sub button, I seen you laughing while you was eating your taco. Can I have a taco? No? Oh, okay. Stay tuned in next time to see what happens next on Beyblade. Bye-bye. Welcome back. Alert. Welcome back, alert. Hey, welcome back to a special outro. I hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you just made to a special outro. If you like my video, leave a like. If you dislike my video, don't ever dislike my video, ever. If you want more me, more wacky, make sure to follow my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JoshVHS. When I reach 100 followers, I'll do another stream. I'm fucking around. I'm gonna stream regardless whenever I have the free time to. No special anything. Just have a good day. Oh, and Bladers, remember to let it rip.